Okay, I'm just gonna give you a quick video for each page to start with that setup of that control. If I turn the control on, now we wanna send the machine home. That message is just because oil pressure is low, there's no signal to it. So if you hit reset, it will go away. Now you wanna send the access home. We go to the control panel and we select home, and you can select x-axis or z-axis or both of them. You send the machine home. Let's do x-axis, and we look here is moving, but it hits the limit switch and is zero out. We do the z-axis, and it hits the limit switch, is zero out. Hit reset, the message will go away for the oil pressure. Okay, let's say we want to do tool offset. We go to the tool setting right here, click on it. To open a page, it shows tool number 1. Let's change it to tool number 1. Show number 2, we change it to tool number 1. You put enter 1, enter, and we have the diameter 1-inch material. So we go down here on the bottom, we hit X tool offset, Z tool offset, X 0, Z 0. Now we have the tool offset, tool number 1. Go to jog mode. By selecting here the percentage of the movement of the jog mode, so every time you hit in the x-axis, you see a movement. Okay, if we select MBG and we start moving the hand wheel in the z-axis. Now the x-axis, select a x-axis from the control panel. You will move the X to the workpiece. Okay, so I will offset my new origin for that tool number 1, and I'm done. To test it, go to MDI and key in G28, enter, X 0 point, enter, Z 0 point, enter, cycle start. The machine will go to the 0 position as a home position. Let's test the tool number 1 if it takes place or not. Go MDI, GO, input, enter, X 1 inch, enter, Z 0, enter, 2 number 1, 2, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2 number 1, and hit cycle start. It will move to X 1 inch diameter, Z 0, and you see here 2 number 1. All right, now we want to test the program. You go to auto mode and hit cycle start. We're using the program as a tool number 1. I put M99 as a continue. Okay, now reset, stop. We go to another page, the I/O page. The I/O page show you your wiring or the limit switch active. If I hit here my hand manual as input output for the X home, Z home, you will see it as a troubleshooting page. The error key, it shows you the page if you have any error. So here we have the I/O in the top, the error in the bottom. If you hit it twice, you go to the error page. You hit it once, you go to the I/O page. Tool offset, you have only one selection. Tool offset, you go to the page of tool offset to do any adjustment. MCM page. MCM page to set up your machine when you do retrofit or building a new machine, or you want to do some changes in the MCM pages. To go to that, you can select System MCM. Now, MCM page will ask you for modified, which is the F7. Click on the F7. It asks you for the password. Password is 123456. Enter. It will take you to the main first page to set up the access for X and Z for the pitch of the ball screw on the machine. If you look down here, you will see 393.7007. The top one is positive, the second one is negative. Those the soft limit to set up the maximum travel in X and Z to avoid crashing. Second page, to set up your parameters, the way you want the machine to be operated. The third page for the spindle and the RPM, or for the second spindle, whatever. The last page is to decide if you have the limit switch normally open or normally closed by changing the 0 to 1, or you keep it in 0. Depends what you want. Let's say you want to do the X, you want to change it to 1. When you enter 1, it changes it to 1. Okay, so now we go back. We go back to added mode. Added mode, you enter the program by enter a new line. Every time you insert a new line, it will take new numbers. So, and you add, for example, geo x0 point. You make mistake. Okay, you want to take the x out. By entering only the x and enter, you delete it. That's the delete option. You want to delete every time you delete it. So now we want to go to the added mode. Okay, you have here cutting cycle, 10 cycle. You have G73. You put the value. Is a quick programming. You go back to the main page. You go to the another page. You can do the value of the cutting, and you go back to the main page. You go threading or tapping or grooving. Everyone, it give you quick setup. That for the programming. G74, you put the value for the G74. For the programming, if you are in auto mode and you go to graphic, you hit it twice and you go to the page of the graphic. You hit cycle start and you see the axis moving and it show you the, it's just a program. I'm using only GO because I don't have a spindle signal from the encoder to use a G1 as a feed rate. Okay, we go down here for the control panel. Okay, have the MBG, home, jack mode, manual mode, MDI, and auto mode. For the spindle, if you want to go do some machining manual, and you can go to the MDI, put the speed you want, M3, M4, input, and then you select the jack mode, and you start by selecting the X or Z axis, and you start moving the machine. By the spindle jack mode, we can go over here, spindle, CW, stop, and the spindle CCW is on, stop, and the feed percentage. Okay, you see here GO1, GO, and SS0 for the speed. If we go to the G1, and you can see here when I reduce the percentage, if you put 0, the machine is not gonna move. And you go 100% or 150%. Okay, and the GO is the same thing. You reduce the GO travel speed. And the spindle also, if you put the speed and you can control it also, you reduce it. Okay. Okay, here I don't know if your machine have a telestock or not. Okay, coolant is working, lubrication conveyor is working, tool change you don't have, oil lubrication, if you have an oil dispenser for the machine you can wire it. For the chuck, M10, M11, also you can do it manual here or by the command M10, M11. Okay, if you want to go to MDI, we go down here M10. You see the chuck is already on. If we go M11, you see is already turned off. So all the functionality in the control, it is working 100%. Now for the cable and for the input output board, you need 2 cables. For example, I'm going to show you similar to it. And you wire the E-stop, home limit, Z, X, and Z over travel. X over travel Z. The rest for the another, the choke, the tailstock, the light, the lubrication, everything. Output, input, output, input. If you look down here, you wire between the jumper. Okay? If you have any questions, you call me. And also in the manual book, in the last pages, it show you couple options for different servo motor. How do you want to do the wiring between the control and the servo drives. I think you have about 6 of them, 6 different Delta, Mitsubishi, Tigo, different servo motors. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.